Armageddon, the geographical meaning of the word Armageddon, the great battlefield where occurred the chief conflicts between the Israelites and their enemies. The name was applied to the tableland of Ascalon in Galilee and Samaria, in the center of which stood the town of Megiddo, on the site of the modern Lejjun, Encyclopedia Americana, Art. Armageddon, Megiddo was the military key of Syria. It commanded at once the highway northward to Phoenicia and Xil Syria and the road across Galilee to Damascus and the valley of the Euphrates. The Vale of the Kishon and the region of Megiddo were inevitable battlefields. Through all history they retained that qualification. There many of the great contests of southwestern Asia have been decided. It was regarded as a predestined place of blood and strife. The poet of the Apocalypse has clothed it with awe as the ground of the final conflict between the powers of light and darkness, Egypt and Asia. George Cormack, p. 83. London, Adam and Charles Black, 1908. Armageddon, thought of, as the wob of 1914-18 broke. In the clash of the two great European organizations, the Triple Alliance and the Triple Entente, we have all those wild features of universal chaos which the writer of the Apocalypse saw with prophetic eye as ushering in the great day of the Lord, in an article, Armageddon, and After, by Ulas, in the Fortnightly Review, London, October, 1914, p. 549. It may be that these events will quickly usher in the return of Christ to gather his saints together from the four quarters of the earth. Many see in the events preceding and accompanying this terrible cataclysm of war the signs of our Lord's near return. If so, blessed will that servant be whom his Lord when he cometh shall find giving their food in due season to those fellow servants who have been put in his charge. Message of the Church Missionary Society, Church of England, to its missionaries, in the Church Missionary Review, November, 1914. Armageddon, the spirit that styes the world. The whole of Asia is in the throes of rebirth. At last we may see these three, the yellow race, the Indian race, and the Arab-Persian Mohammedan race, and all that is making for the Armageddon. Dr. N. H. Marshall, in Contemporary Review, London, September, 1909, p. 315. A new spirit is abroad in the East. It arose on the shores of the Pacific when Japan proved that the great powers of Europe are not invulnerable. North and south and west it has spread, rousing China out of centuries of slumber, stirring India into ominous questioning, reviving memories of past glory in Persia, breeding discontent in Egypt, and luring Turkey onto the rocks. 19th Century and After, London, May, 1913.